Hello again, everyone. I am Tyler Pyburn of the Pulse Network here talking about the great content shift and what is leading up to the 2012 NAB show. We're talking about social TV, and we're talking about social TV with Jed Williams of BIA. Kelsey, and Jed, we've been kind of discussing this whole phenomenon of social TV right now, but I'm kind of interested to know who are the early leaders? Who has really emerged on top of this so far?
Yeah. And Tyler, I think early is a good word here. We got to use that to preface it. It's a very nascent, it's a very evolving market. So you're going to see new technology spring up, new names and new companies enter this fray in the next 6, 12, 18, 24 months. I'll single out two technology platforms that I think are very interesting, and then we'll talk about two bigger networks as well in a minute. One is called GetBlue. GetBlue, which sounds like kind of a funny name. GetBlue is a second screen social TV app. It partners with 75 different content producers / television networks, and it allows you or I to get on this application and have all this access to all this content around these branded shows and branded networks, and then really participate in this social community, sharing, recommending, commenting, discovering new programming, based on this social community and checking into particular shows or particular networks. So it's had a lot of early adoption. It just got a round of $12 million in funding. So GetBlue is one to watch. And then Comcast has actually produced its own second screen app called Tunerfish, which basically does a similar sort of thing, creating social experiences and recommended television content, based on how you're checking into and participating with shows on this application.
Now, you mentioned, those are some of the ones that are singling out. I'm kind of surprised to hear Comcast in that mix, but obviously playing to their strengths right now. But you mentioned two other networks, larger networks that you also want to toss in there. Who would that be?
Yeah, you might be familiar with these two, Facebook and Twitter. And reach kills, right? I mean, if you're Twitter and you have 250 million users, and you're Facebook and you have 850 million or 900 million worldwide, I mean, you have that sort of ubiquitous reach. So it almost becomes like, can you turn on the switch, develop the technology, and you have the audience ready-made? I think Twitter has made more advances in this game, or in terms of social television applications and experiences thus far. They've really made a push to, just get people to create communities around shows, around real-time live programming with hashtags and retweeting and things like that. I think Twitter will continue that push and really advance their technology. Facebook hasn't done as much, Tyler, until recently, in the last few months, when they opened up their Open Graph, and suddenly you have all these new sharing experiences and TV applications right there within your Facebook interface. So they've still got a ways to go, but the Open Graph was a big step for Facebook. And again, when you have that reach, you have such built-in incumbent advantages in the game.
Jed, I got to tell you, it's been absolutely great catching up with you, both on and off camera as well. We're really looking forward to kind of catching up with you a little bit more, maybe further on down the line.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Tyler. Thanks so much, and it should be a great show.
Excellent. Without a question, that is right. It is the 2012 NAB show, and it is, in fact, the great content shift.